Oh, thanks for telling me. No audio. Okay, well, I'll go back. Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm so sorry. Hey, everybody. Sorry there was no audio for the first minute and a half of this show. It took you guys that long to tell me that my sound was off. I was making a video for YouTube, and of course, I had to turn the sound off on this thing. I was using it, and that made it weird. So, I had to turn it off. Okay, the video is published. So I made a video, and I want you guys to watch it with me. Okay, I've got it right here on my computer. Let me shrink this down so I can deal with it. Okay, and let me pull it up. Or not. It's not playing. Oh, that's the wrong. That is the wrong thing. Okay, hold on. Maybe I can just play it here. I made it 7 minutes and 10 seconds long. Yay. View on YouTube. Let's try this. Okay.
I want to talk today about the phrase Trump derangement syndrome. I've tweeted about this a few times, and Chauncey DeVega wrote a really good article about this on Salon, which I tweeted yesterday, called "There Was No Trump Derangement Syndrome. We Were Right About Him All Along." So let's talk about this. Trump derangement syndrome.
Now I'm just going to pause the video right here. This, where it says Trump derangement syndrome and shows a definition, that's what I put in the video. You're going to see what I added to the video. This is the first thing I added. He says there's no such thing as Trump derangement syndrome. So I pull up the definition from Wikipedia. It says Trump derangement syndrome is a term for criticism or negative reactions to the United States President Donald Trump that are perceived to be irrational and have little regard towards Trump's actual policy positions or actions undertaken by his administration. That's from Wikipedia. Now, thank you, Connor. Now, that definition is interesting because David Pakman claims it's just a made-up word, doesn't exist. And what's funny is David Pakman has been so caught up and obsessed with Donald Trump that I've been calling him on that for years. I'm like, David Pakman suffers from Trump derangement syndrome. It's all he could talk about. Trump, 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 Trump. If you go back and you watch my videos, you'll see it's almost as if this video is a response to me. Isn't that weird? Well, keep watching.
Is a bad faith phrase which is meant to shut down debate.
He says it's a bad faith phrase. No, it's not a bad faith phrase. It's a defined term, David Pakman, and you are a liar, and I am a truth teller, and all of your million audience members should all stop watching your show and come over and watch my show, because this is where real happens. Keep watching. And I'm gonna, let's get this bong dirty, huh? Huh? What do you say we dirty this bong up a little bit? What? I can't wait. All right. Enjoy the video, guys.
Stop conversation and excuse Donald Trump's atrocious behavior. Now, I know that there will certainly be some of you who will respond to me and say, David, look, check out this person on Twitter who is irrationally obsessed with everything Trump does, and they...
Now, I want you to notice, this is me, okay? And I made a video on top of his video. And you can see me moving my mouse around. I'm about to show you every video that David Pakman has uploaded about Donald Trump while he's talking about Trump derangement syndrome. Watch. You're going to love this shit.
think anything bad in the world is Trump's doing. This person is
I'm so proud of myself.
From Trump derangement syndrome. Listen.
This is so
You can find instances of everything on the internet.
It's so Thunderfoot.
But we're not dealing in anecdotes here.
I'm a debunker like Thunderfoot now.
Systemically, with the phrase Trump derangement syndrome, is that its use is very similar to what regressive left became a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but regressive left, much like Trump derangement syndrome, are phrases that are used to shut down debate by disqualifying and dismissing criticism without actually having to debate the merits of the criticism. So let's first really dig in. I want everybody to get this.
Cheers, guys.
What do people mean by Trump derangement syndrome? The idea of TDS, as it's sometimes called, is to use
Here comes
it
the definition
as a retort
again.
when someone criticizes Donald Trump. Someone says, look, Trump did this. Trump's not responsible for 160,000 deaths, but he's responsible for some because it's been one of the worst responses to the virus in the world. You have Trump derangement syndrome. And what they mean by that is you are so blinded by your hatred of Donald Trump that we can dismiss what you are saying without examining it because you're just blinded by
circled
your
in red
rage against Donald Trump. So think back to the term regressive left. There was this very, very brief period where the term regressive left was sort of interesting in that it was used to describe instances of ostensible or supposed leftists failing to actually be on the left in their views. And
watch the video.
What you had was instances of people who claimed to be on the left being authoritarian. And in a sense, it was a useful term for a very short period of time. And very quickly, the term regressive left was bastardized and perverted by the right, and it became a catch-all insult that they used to basically say, you're on the left and I don't like what you have to say. I don't like what you're saying because it's left-wing. And regressive left lost all value as any kind of a useful tool to explore failing to be on the left. Trump derangement
is a term.
Is equally meaningless.
Is a term underlined.
Unlike regressive left, Trump derangement syndrome never actually described a real thing. It was always bogus. There was a brief period where regressive left actually was an interesting term to describe something I had been talking about for many years, which are instances of the authoritarian left failing to really be on the left. But with each passing day, the most serious concerns about Donald Trump that were expressed by people on the left like me have been proven to be true, and they've been proven to be true.
I love how he says, like me. He's so fucking proud of himself.
Finally so. Remember that months ago, Joe Biden was widely ridiculed for suggesting, Trump might try to create some kind of pretext, an emergency of some kind, to delay the election. Trump did that days ago by tweeting, maybe we do need to delay the election. Joe Biden was ridiculed and said people were saying he has Trump derangement syndrome. He was right. Years ago, people raised the alarm about Donald Trump's authoritarian tendencies. Sort of, he's a wannabe dictator. And over the last month, we have seen him send armed paramilitaries to American cities to throw people into unmarked vans. And as Chauncey DeVega points out in the article that we're linking to, which you should read, quote, this was a
Well, I tell you what, Greg, you can take David Pakman's word for it, and everybody else can take Wikipedia's and my word for it, all right? Why don't you leave my live stream, and you can go watch the person that you think the truth teller is, David Pakman, you fucking asshole. All right, Greg Foster, you fucking douchebag?
Phrase used to demean, mock,
fucking
reject,
subvert,
dismiss,
motherfucker.
And deflect warning. Were called, again, as Chauncey says, hysterical, alarmist, and bitter about Hillary Clinton's loss. If you encounter the phrase Trump derangement syndrome on the internet, on Twitter, in real life, maybe anywhere, don't allow yourself to be bullied into silence by it. They claim on the right that they're all about conversation, and yet this entire idea of Trump derangement syndrome is meant to...
Hey, man, if you want to fucking question me, bro, fucking question me, man. You can question me all you want. But I'm going to fucking take Wikipedia over David Pakman any day. Wikipedia is a collective of millions of people, and David Pakman is one douchebag. Greg.
To stop conversation. Make it clear that calling someone a victim of Trump derangement syndrome is not really an argument. Say, I'm glad to talk about that. Which facts did I get wrong? I'm glad to change my views if you tell me what I got wrong. Trump derangement syndrome is...
Yeah, well, you know what, Greg? I didn't ask for your fucking experience, bro. You know, I'm trying to make a point here, and I don't need your fucking subversiveness.
not an argument. It's a smokescreen. It tries to put us on the defensive, but the real derangement is the more than 60 million people, nearly 63 million people who voted for Donald Trump in 2016.
Hey, Greg, we got that in common. I don't like David Pakman either, bro. I think he's a fucking douchebag. He inspires me, but he's a fucking douchebag. And shit like this is exactly why I know he's a douchebag, because he literally puts up video after... I don't know if you're watching the video, Greg. I don't know if you're watching this, but what you're seeing right here is a scroll of video after video after video after video after video after video after video that David Pakman has been putting up for the last few months that is nothing about Trump, 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 Trump. And if you pay attention to the video, you'll see me making my fucking point, Greg.
Millions of whom plan to vote for him again in just months. That's the real derangement. The horrifying nature of this.
You know, I don't even need fucking Wikipedia. I think I did a goddamn good job of fucking proving my point right here by showing all of his fucking uploads that he does. Pay attention to what it shows in the video, Greg.
This presidency, which will be affirmed
Trump,
by 50,
Trump,
60, 65,
Trump,
67 million
Trump,
people
Trump,
who plan to vote for it again
Trump,
in November. If
Trump,
there is any valid criticism
Trump,
of those like me
Trump,
on the anti-Trump side,
Trump,
it's that we didn't do
Trump,
enough to raise the alarm
Trump,
prior to him being elected.
Trump,
as much as I tried.
Trump.
Now,
so you really don't think that there's such thing as Trump derangement syndrome because David Pakman said it, that it doesn't exist, and Wikipedia said that it does exist? I'm showing you, man. I'm fucking showing you right now.
of course, the people who are primarily to blame are the people who fell for it and voted for Trump. But if you want to make a criticism of the anti-Trump left that is to be taken more seriously, criticize us for something real, which is that as much as many of us were trying to warn people, even we might have underestimated the risks of the presidency.
As much as I know that David Pakman is a little troll bitch, I honestly believe that he thinks that there's no such thing as Trump derangement syndrome. Now, I want you to watch this video and see what it says at the very end, okay?
That's the reality. Trump derangement syndrome. Don't allow it to be used to silence actual critiques of this president, which, if anything, have been not alarmist enough.
What it says, I'll read it to you in case you can't see it. It says, David Pakman doesn't get to change definitions to establish terms to established terms to suit his narrative. It should have been definitions of established terms. My bad. Definitions to establish terms to suit his narrative. Trump derangement syndrome is real and defined. In addition, David is in denial of his own Trump derangement syndrome, as evidenced by the unedited scroll of his nonstop Trump videos. David Pakman's not just suffering from TDS. He's the fucking poster boy. That's my video. I'm so glad I made a video and that you guys are all vocally supporting me right now in my video that I made tonight. Wow, you guys are so supportive of me. What do you want to funny Donald Trump? Just telling my experience. I agree with you. Hey, man. Are we live right now, guys? Is anybody here? Is this thing on? Oh, Steve running? Okay. 2 minutes later. All right. Anybody else want to talk 2 minutes after the video is over and not during it at all? And have nothing to say about it? You guys don't like my video? Hey man, you don't like my video, just say it. Hey, nay, we don't like your fucking video. It didn't. You didn't prove your point, and it fucking. We're live here, still here. Yeah, I'm listening. Yeah, you're listening. I mean, what'd you think of my fucking video? Did you guys get anything out of that? I mean, did it make sense to you? Do you believe that the right wing has any control over Wikipedia? Wikipedia is a collective of. It's not just right-wing people who have access to Wikipedia. It's all people. Shelley, I don't think you understand how Wikipedia works. Maybe you should go check it out and see what it is. Fuck Facebook. I can't see anyone else's chat. Dude, I sat here, I made this fucking video, and me personally, I think it's an incredible video. I think it shows what a fucking piece of shit hypocrite David Pakman is. Yeah, I know you said you agree with me. That was it. You're like the only person. Thank you, David. I know. I saw it. Thank you. Thank you, David. I saw that. You agree with me. Thank you. I know. It wasn't too wordy, but okay, thank you. I'll go on. I think David Pakman is a big hypocritical piece of fucking shit. I think he lies to his audience. I think he's a troll motherfucker. And I think I very easily proved that he's a liar. That he literally lies about his own condition that he suffers from. And I think that should have blown all your minds. And I think I deserve a little fucking credit over here for making that fucking video. I just spent the last 2 hours making a goddamn video. Oh, Nate, why don't you upload videos anymore? Okay, I made one. Wow, look at the response I'm getting from you guys. Oh, really? Are you typing? Oh, all right, that's good to know. I was wondering. Well, thank you. Were you guys all talking? Restream's not giving me my fucking chat? Because you guys can see what I can see. You guys see this chat. So let me know if you're saying shit and it's not coming through. I mean, if you type something and you don't see it here, let me know, okay? I've told you guys this before. I'll say it again. If you type something and you don't see it here, fucking let me know! All right? So I know that you're fucking talking to me! Thanks for telling me what it's about. Oh, you're welcome. No, the video is about David Pakman talking about that he speaks like it's factual. Trump derangement syndrome does not exist. It is only an attack used by the right to attack people like me. And you know what I said to that? I said, I'm not on the right, and I say you suffer from Trump derangement syndrome all the time, you fucking douchebag! And I made a whole goddamn video to prove it! That's what the video is about. It makes it clear to see when showing lists of Trump. Would you guys like to watch the video again? Facebook is being a dick stain, then pecker tracks that run across the bed. I appreciate the video. I didn't realize how many videos he himself has plastered around about Trump. I'm letting you know. I don't see my post. Thank you, James McGill. Thank you. Yeah, let me know when you don't see what you're typing, guys. And then tell me what you said so I know what you're fucking saying. I'm having a problem communicating with you guys. And this is really pissing me off. And I'm going to let them know over there at Restream right now. Those fucking dicks. You know? If you're going to give me a service, make sure it fucking works. Oh, here's their stupid loud ass fucking chat. I better turn my volume down so I don't have to fucking listen to their bullshit. My audience is sending chats that are not coming through to my Restream universal chat. This has been going on for a long time. Will you please fix it? I hate ignoring my audience. How was that? I couldn't see the chat because the video you were playing. Pull it up. Yeah, let's see the video again. I see that post. I said empty Trump podiums and that David is a robot and to tweet that video so I could tweet that shit at David Botman. I said empty Trump podiums and that David is a robot and to tweet that video so I could tweet that shit at David Botman. David Botman. Took me. Thank you for telling me what you said, Enoch. David Pakman, TDS poster boy. All right, here is a link to the video on YouTube, but I'm gonna tweet it. So let me get on Twitter. I'm gonna tweet this shit right at David Pakman, and I bet you he's got me muted or blocked or some shit. I bet you he's got me muted. So here, at D Pakman, at David Pakman Show. Post it. At Nays Garden. David Pakman, TDS poster boy. Tweet. Oh, I should have tweeted it fucking, That's alright. It's fine. You guys got it. Alright, it's on Twitter for you, bro. Okay, cool. We're good. It's up. Wait, I tweeted it myself. It didn't come up on my fucking... It's under tweets and replies. Man, I tweeted it at myself and I thought it would come up under my feed, and it doesn't. Oh, that it's under tweets and replies if you guys want to find it. I am so upset about that. Okay, so let's watch the video. Oh, I've got my volume turned down. I'm so sorry.
Wrote a really good article about this on Salon, which I tweeted yesterday, called "There Was No Trump During..."
Here, we'll start over again. Here you go.
I want to talk today about the phrase Trump derangement syndrome. I've tweeted about this a few times, and Chauncey DeVega wrote a really good article about this on Salon, which I tweeted yesterday, called "There Was No Trump Derangement Syndrome. We Were Right About Him All Along." So let's talk about this. Trump derangement syndrome is a bad faith phrase which is meant to shut down debate, stop conversation, and excuse Donald Trump's atrocious behavior. Now, I know that there will certainly be some of you who will respond to me and say, you know, David, look, check out this person on Twitter who is irrationally obsessed with everything Trump does, and they think anything bad in the world is Trump's doing. This person is suffering from Trump derangement syndrome. Listen, you can find instances of everything on the internet, but we're not dealing in anecdotes here. The problem,
I love that,
with the phrase Trump.
I love how he says you can find one person on the internet who's got Trump derangement syndrome, but we're not dealing in anecdotes here. No. We're talking about a defined term that's all over the internet that a whole bunch of people are being called, and you just admitted that. And now you're saying it's anecdotal. Now you're saying that it only involves one person. That's called straw manning. David Pakman is literally straw manning, man. He's building an argument, and I could take you from the beginning. I'm not going to take you from the beginning, and I could show you every piece of straw. But that's a major one right there.
You can find instances of everything on the internet, but we're not dealing in anecdotes here. The problem systemically with the phrase Trump derangement syndrome is that its use is very similar to what regressive left became a couple of years ago. I don't know if you remember this, but regressive left, much like Trump derangement syndrome, are phrases that are used to shut down debate by disqualifying and dismissing criticism without actually having to debate the merits of the criticisms.
No, that's not true at all. I will debate David Pakman on every single one of those stupid fucking Trump videos that he wastes people's time with, and still say that he suffers from Trump derangement syndrome. The two are not mutually exclusive, and that's yet another piece of straw that he's throwing down.
So let's first really dig in. I want everybody to get this.
Cheers.
What do people mean by Trump derangement syndrome? The idea of TDS, as it's sometimes called, is to use it as a retort when someone criticizes Donald Trump. Someone says...
So he gives you a fake definition, and he doesn't bother to look it up himself. Go look up the definition. Oh, it's only used as an attack. People use Trump derangement syndrome as an attack. It's not actually a thing. So more straw, more lies.
As it's sometimes called, is to use it as a retort when someone criticizes Donald Trump. Someone says, look, Trump did this. Trump's not responsible for 160,000 deaths, but he's responsible for some because it's been one of the worst responses to the virus in the world. You have Trump derangement syndrome.
No.
And
No. We say people have Trump derangement syndrome when they're obsessed with Donald Trump. When they ignore, and look at the definition, when they ignore the things that Donald Trump's done through policy. And let me tell you something. I would never vote for Donald Trump. You guys know that. His policies have made me wealthy beyond anything that I ever imagined possible. Okay? It's true. Donald Trump has made me rich. And you guys know how he took the money away from the poor and he gave it to the wealthy. Now people like me are even more rich. Okay? Now, that doesn't mean I support Donald Trump or I'd ever vote for him, but it's true that there are greedy motherfuckers out there that are experiencing what I'm experiencing, and they're going to go vote for Donald Trump because they want more of that money that they're getting. And let me tell you, if I'm making more money, I know there's millions of other Americans who are making more money because of this fucking orange monkey too. And a lot of people don't give a fuck about you. So they're going to go vote for Donald Trump. What it says right there, it says Trump derangement syndrome is a term for criticism or negative reactions to United States President Donald Trump that are perceived to be irrational and have little regard towards Trump's actual policy positions or actions undertaken by his administration. In other words, when you start looking at these videos that David Pakman puts up, you'll see it's all just nonsense. It's not really about policy. Oh, Donald Trump snorted this. Donald Trump did this. Donald Trump fucking farted this way or his hair flapped that way. You guys watch. Look at the titles of the videos that David Pakman puts up about Donald Trump.
by that is you are so blinded by your hatred of Donald Trump that we can dismiss what you were saying without examining it because you're just blinded by your rage against Donald Trump. So think back to the term
Thank you,
regressive
Enoch.
left. There was this very, very brief period where the term regressive left was sort of interesting in that it was used to describe instances
Trump
of ostensible
collapses,
or supposed leftists
exposes real
failing to
Trump,
actually be on the left in
visibly
their views. And
unwell
typically
Trump.
What you had was
Is Trump going to
instances of
prison?
people who claim to be on the left being authoritarian.
Indian crowd
And
flees.
in a sense, it was a
Trump
useful term
fails.
for a very short
Trump
period
barely
of time. And very
conscious.
quickly, the term regressive left was
Trump
bastardized
staffers
and
lose
perverted
it in
by
all
the right.
caps.
And it became a catch-all insult that they used.
Trump's health
to
goes
basically
viral.
say, "You're
Do you
on the
guys
left and
see
I don't like what you have to say. I don't like what you're saying because it's left wing, and regressive left lost all value as,
The hype,
as any kind of a useful tool.
and it all
to
with Donald
explore
Trump's name?
Failing to be on the left. Trump derangement syndrome is equally meaningless, with the important difference that, unlike regressive left, Trump derangement syndrome never actually described a real thing. It was always bogus. There was a brief period where regressive left actually was an interesting term to describe something I had been talking about for many years, which are instances of the authoritarian left failing to really be on the left. But with each passing day, the most serious concerns about Donald
Trump
Trump
erratically
were expressed
speaks
by
to
people
media.
on the left, like me, have been proven to be true.
Oops,
and they've
Trump
been proven
confirms
to be
press
horrifying.
because secretary
Remember that months
lied.
ago, Joe Biden was widely ridiculed.
Trump
for suggesting,
bizarrely defends
Trump tried to
golfing.
create some kind of pretext, an emergency.
Trump
or some
uses
kind to
N-word.
delay the election. Trump
fragile, may drop
days ago
out.
by tweeting, maybe we do need to delay.
Trump now
Joe
panicking.
Biden was ridiculed and said
Trump is racist.
People were saying he has Trump derangement syndrome. He
Trump
was right.
replaces
Years ago,
failing.
people raised
You know,
the
it's like I
alarm
can't even
about
keep up
Donald
with it
Trump's
all.
authoritarian tendencies.
There's
So
so
he
much
wants to be
there.
a wannabe dictator.
And that's what
And
you
over
should
the
be
last
realizing.
We have seen him send armed paramilitaries to American cities to throw people into unmarked vans. And as Chauncey DeVega points out in the article that we're linking to, which you should read, quote, "This was a phrase used to demean, mock, reject, dismiss, and deflect warning."
Trump derangement
We're
syndrome.
called, again, as Chauncey says, hysterical, alarmist,
Oh,
and bitter
look.
about Hillary Clinton's law.
Look. Shelly, look at the fucking screen. Shelly, look at the screen, okay? What do you see? Is something circled in red? Let me know when you see it, Shelly. What is the site I am quoting? Trump derangement syndrome. That one? What? What site? What are you talking about? Not that? What? I'm waiting because I want to play the video. I'm waiting on you. The other you were talking about. That tells me absolutely nothing, Shelly. I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going back to the video.
If you encounter the phrase Trump derangement syndrome on the internet, on Twitter, in real life, maybe anywhere, don't allow yourself to be bullied into silence by it. They claim on the right.
Look how
that they're
fast
all
it's
about
scrolling.
conversation, and yet this entire idea of Trump derangement syndrome is meant to stop conversation. Make it clear
Trump's
that calling
brain
someone a
glitches.
victim of Trump derangement syndrome is not really an argument. Say, I'm glad to talk about that. Which facts did I get wrong? I'm glad to change my views if you tell me what I got wrong. Trump derangement syndrome is not an argument. It's a smokescreen. It tries to put us on the defensive. But the real derangement is the more than 60 million people, nearly 63 million people who voted for Donald Trump in 2016, tens of millions of whom plan to vote for him again in just months. That's the real derangement.
That's YouTube.
The horrifying nature of his presidency, which will...
The ones that are showing all of David Pakman's videos that are posted on YouTube, that's scrolling by, that's YouTube, Shelly. That's just, all I did was I did a search for David Pakman Trump, and all of these fucking videos popped up, and all I did was scroll through them. That's it. I'm just letting David Pakman talk, and I'm just scrolling through it, and I'm showing that there's a definition on Wikipedia for Trump derangement syndrome, and I'm proving to the world that David Pakman suffers from Trump derangement syndrome, and it's fucking funny as shit, and all of you motherfuckers should be supporting the fuck out of me right now for doing this, because it's fucking genius, it's hilarious, and everybody that's walking out right now is a fucking pussy. Suck my dick.
Will be affirmed by 50, 60, 65, 67 million people who plan to vote for it again in November. If there is any valid criticism of those like me on the anti-Trump side, it's that we didn't do enough to raise the alarm prior to him being elected, as much as I tried. Now, of course, the people who are primarily to blame are the people who fell for it and voted for Trump. But if you want to make a criticism of the anti-Trump left that is to be taken more seriously, criticize us for something real, which is that as much as many of us were trying to warn people, even we might have underestimated the risks of the presidency. That's the reality. Trump derangement syndrome. Don't allow it to be used to silence actual critiques of this president, which, if anything, have been not alarmist enough.
David Pakman doesn't get to change definitions to establish terms to suit his narrative. Trump derangement syndrome is real and defined. In addition, David is in denial of his own Trump derangement syndrome, as evidenced by the unedited scroll of his non-stop Trump videos. David Pakman's not just suffering from TDS, he's the fucking poster boy. Which platform? All platforms. I've seen it myself on YouTube. And you guys are telling me it's happening on Facebook. It's your fucking bullshit chat doesn't work. It's fucking glitchy. Hey, Josephine. Thank you, David. I don't mind. Because the thing was, Shelly, I showed it one time and I got zero. I mean, David C. Baker said, I agree. I got no comments from anybody else on what I did. I just worked 2 hours making this presentation, and I talk about this guy, David Pakman, all the time. And I tell all of you guys to subscribe to him. It's like, I got no response from anybody. I'm not expecting to get any response from anybody on the internet for uploading it at all. Now, my own live stream audience didn't even fucking say anything about it. You guys weren't inspired to say anything to me. I mean, Enoch said a couple things, which is great, and I appreciate that. But, I thought, maybe more people would pile in here. You'd see the title. You'd be interested. People would be chatting. It'd be fucking cool. Man, it's disappointing, man. It's really disappointing. People just aren't down with thinking about shit. I want an audience that will fucking think and talk and participate, and it just seems like everybody's just so quiet sometimes, man. I fucking hate it. I'm looking for some goddamn, I come in here, you guys come in here because you want interaction with me, right? Well, I want some fucking goddamn interaction from you too, man. That's why I'm here, And like when I spend 2 fucking hours making a goddamn video and I told you that I did, and you guys just barely give a fuck about it. And even if you did make a couple comments It wasn't that you were inspired at all by what I did. You know, it was pretty obvious that you were not. Most of you were not inspired by it. Do votes even count, or is it already planned out through whatever government? Yeah, there's two different kinds of votes, James. There's this thing, it's called the Electoral College. And the way it works is each state has a few representatives that represent hundreds of thousands of people. And then each one of those delegates gets to vote. And even though all the people get to vote, it doesn't really mean dick. It's those electoral votes that really determine who the president of the United States will be. And those electoral, those people, some of them, or a lot of them, they're called super delegates. Some of them, their votes way heavier than others. And depending on how many people are in the state that they're in, and it's bullshit. And they can be bought. You know, someone from the president, someone that's running from their organization can get in touch with somebody from that politician's or that super delegate's organization, and they can fucking have words and exchanges, and fucking finances can be fucking whatever doled out. And, you know, or deals can be made, and we will give you this and we will give you that, or we will make sure that we will okay this bill for you, or blah, 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 blah. You'll get our support on this. And that is how the votes go through, bro. Our votes don't, you're right, our votes don't mean dick. But you get enough super delegates, and it's going to be really hard for them to hide a fucking vote, you know? Okay, so what they're telling me is that I need to, Pakman just needs to stop uploading. If all it is about Trump and the amount that watch all getting misinformed. Hey man, he should keep uploading, but he should do more stuff about his gardening and start talking about off-grid living and things like the kind of stuff that I talk about here. And less shit about Donald Trump. You know, for every video he talks about Donald Trump, it should be one about him gardening instead. People don't need to hear about how fucking psychotic Donald Trump is from one day to the next. I mean, report on it once a week. Seriously. Back the fuck off of it, David Pakman. You're like a cokehead, man. And Donald Trump is your pile of cocaine. And you're fucking Scarface. And you got your fucking head so far up Donald Trump's cocaine butt, all you're doing is snorting that fucking orange powder all fucking day long, and it's all you do. I feel sorry for Pat. Poor Pat has to sit there while you're snorting lines of fucking Donald Trump day after day after day. Fucking torturing Pat, man. Fucking stop. Who am I going to interview next? It's all Trump videos. Replying to Enoch, Emmanuel Torres, thanks. I will go to that channel, thanks. No, David Pakman does not just upload Trump videos, but if you type in David Pakman Trump into YouTube and you do a search, you'll see how many Trump videos that David Pakman has uploaded. It's obnoxious. It's not necessary. You know, I even try to do a really poor impersonation of Donald Trump, and I don't have as many videos about Trump as he does, you know? And I go 3 times a day. Maybe today's even the 4th time today. I don't give a fuck. David Pakman's a fucking douchebag. And you guys all need to realize why. Because he fucking lies to his audience, and he's lying to himself, man. And everyone needs to see him for what he is. Hey, man, I love the guy. I love him and I hate him. I've got a love and hate relationship with him. But he's a fucking liar, and he's got a problem. And it's called Trump derangement syndrome. He literally suffers from it, and he's in such denial about it that he found some article that he agrees with one guy, and he goes in front of his 1 million subscribers on YouTube, and he fucking starts telling everybody that Trump derangement syndrome doesn't even exist. That would be like when I was fucking going down the street getting fucking cocaine all the time, going out on the goddamn internet, snorting lines on the goddamn camera while I'm doing it with cocaine all over my face and looking at you and saying, hey man, I am not addicted to cocaine. With cocaine literally coming out of my nose all over my face with a big pile of it in front of me. It's that crazy, and you should all realize it, and all of you should go to YouTube and Twitter. You should tweet at David Pakman, tweet him this video, and don't just tweet him the video. Tweet him the video and send him a message and say, hey, David, you're a fucking liar. You're fucking full of shit, bro. And this guy, Trendy Nay, totally fucking called you out, and we totally agree with him. Get some more people to agree with you. How about that? Back me up. Back me up. Go on YouTube on his stupid fucking video that he put up there and go type some messages on there and go say, hey man, you're a fucking liar. Trump derangement syndrome is a thing. And in this video that this other dude, Nays Garden, put up, he proves that you suffer from it. Not only do you suffer from it, but you're the fucking poster boy. Help me out, guys. Help me out, all of you. I got 18 motherfuckers here. Let's go fucking do this shit. You know, and if you ain't got it in you, if you don't have the salt, walk away. I'll see how many people. I mean, if it comes down to 3 people or 4 people, whatever. We'll go get on Twitter. We'll go get on YouTube, and we'll do it. But right now it says 17, and I'd love to see all 17 of you get on your social media platforms. Hey, man, anybody thought to do it on Facebook yet? Has anybody shared the video or messaged David Pakman on Facebook? Hey, man, you're not going to do it after my show's over. So let's do it right now. Hey, man, I just tweeted that motherfucker right now. I'm saying, man, I'm feeling it. I'm about that close to fucking promoting a goddamn tweet. I'm about that close to throwing down $50 after I see if that tweet went anywhere. I'm going to go look. Would I interview David Pakman? Yeah, he wouldn't ever come on my show, though. He fucking hates me. He's never responded to me. I think he knows who I am, and I think he fucking hates me. You know, as many times as I've asked him to call it fucking cannabis, and he sees trendy ass dabbers, call it cannabis, David, call it cannabis, David. Yo, David, you've got Trump derangement syndrome. Why are you always spending all the... You go back and find him. Yo, David, why do you spend so much time talking about Donald Trump when you should be talking about off-grid? You'll find a tweet from me to David Pakman. I guarantee it. Go back about 3 months. You'll find one just like that. I shoot him shit like that all the time. Motherfucker ignores me. His little fucking nose up in the air. Fucking just ignores me. You know? Like I'm some old washed up, you know, YouTuber that ain't worth shit. My best friend's husband is a camera guy on his show. What, Shelly? What? Your best friend's husband works for David Pakman in Boston? Where do you live, Shelly? Do you live in Boston? This is getting really interesting. Oh, you live in California? Your best friend lives in Boston? Shelly? We got this guy. His name's Denmark. He's one of the techs for Restream. He's helping me with this issue where I can't see all of your chat. He told me to I'm gonna have to reinstall all of the channels, uninstall them and reinstall, which is cool. I kind of want to do that. It's gonna take me a fucking long ass time, but I'll do it. And they'll all be in order. It'll be nice because they won't let you fucking rearrange them on the goddamn dashboard. And I hate that. I'm like, can't I put all my YouTube channels together? Why can't I put all my Facebook? They never, I ask them all these things. They don't do any of it. But I'm hoping that Denmark pulls this stream up right now. I hope he pulls up this stream right now. And if he's pulling up this stream, all he has to do is give me a happy face. If he gives me a happy face in the chat, on the Restream chat, then I know that he's watching because I want to do something for Denmark if he's watching. So we'll see if he gives me a happy face. Then I'm going to do this for him. It's that was a missed top of the hour because I was bitching, right, about David Pakman. You live in California, really? Hold on, I'm trying to send you something. Yeah. Oh, Denmark's here. Denmark, I love you. Thank you. This is for you, Denmark. These smoke rings are for you, bro. Thank you for helping me on Restream. Everybody, Denmark is here from Restream. I like it. He gave me a happy face from YouTube. It's awesome. Yeah. Rings for my Restream, my friends at Restream that make all this possible. It's weird, like if I'm not on your main YouTube channel, my messages don't come in. Awesome. I'm tweeting. So, man, I wish I worked for Restream. I got so many improvements I would say to do. Do this, do that, do this, do that. How come we don't have Instagram yet? We're getting on that right now. We got to get on Instagram. Are we crazy? Okay, come on, everybody, huddle up. Okay, on three, give me an Instagram ho. 1, 2, 3. Instagram ho! Yeah, that's it, everybody now. Let's get on Instagram. And a few others where I wish we were, like... What happened to Mixer? Why aren't we on Facebook Gaming? Oh my goodness, so much more. The most Denmark, this is the very most important thing of all, okay, that I ever recommended on Restream. I need hearts and happy faces right here. I need hearts. I need happy faces. I need smileys. I need frowny faces. I need thumbs ups. I need thumbs downs. I need all of those things right here on my screen so that I can interact with these people better. So I know when I'm making them very, very happy or when they're sad or when they're angry about something or whatever. We do have an Instagram capability. Okay. That's beautiful. Here's another request. I've got my chat on my website, but nobody could chat from my website on the chat. Wouldn't it be cool if someone could chat on Restream Chat on my website? If they go to Naya's Garden and they scroll down, they'll see this video, and then right under it, there's a Restream Chat, but there's no way to talk on it. You can only read it. Wouldn't that be cool if people could chat from there? So they don't have to log in. Let me tell you something. Denmark, I'm going to tell you something, okay? This is how we do it here in Naya's Garden. Maybe stand back, and if you're wearing headphones, you might want to turn your volume down a little bit, because I'm about to scream, okay? I'm about to scream really loud into my microphone. It's going to be loud. I want to warn you before I do it. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Fuck YouTube. Okay? Fuck Facebook. Okay? Fuck Twitter. Okay? Who else, guys? Who else do we fucking hate? Fuck Instagram. Fuck Instagram. Okay? And fuck every goddamn platform out there, Periscope, whoever the fuck, that uses these algorithms and doesn't tell you that you're algorithmed or to what extent you're algorithmed. This is how much we're going to choke you back, okay? I'm going to give you an example. Denmark, are you familiar with Frankie McDonald on YouTube? Denmark? You're familiar with Frankie McDonald? This is Frankie McDonald live, my own web station, Nova Scotia. Okay. He was on Tosh.0. He's got 41 million views. He's got 250,000 subscribers. And I had the pleasure of interviewing him on my show yesterday. When I was doing my little bit of investigative work on him before the interview, I wanted to ask questions that maybe he hadn't had before, or maybe ask him questions that he had before that I liked the answer to, or that I thought he could pontificate on, right? So I'm watching other interviews of him, and I go to his channel, and I pull up one of his videos, and I hit play, and it pulls up the YouTube play window. His video comes up on the left side. Now, I clicked on his video from his channel, and his video came up on the left side, normal, with the description underneath it. And on the right side, a bunch of videos came up. And do you know that there wasn't a single video from his channel that popped up? Now, this is somebody who's never violated an algorithm ever. He's never got a strike. He's never done copywriting. He's never done... Thank you for the Instagram. Thank you for that Instagram. Also, if you guys could put a volume control on that chat so I could turn it down on the chat and adjust it there, that would be great. On the admin chat, when I'm talking to you on Restream, as a, to a tech support, that tech support chat is so friggin' loud, bro. It drives me crazy. But anyway, I digress. Frankie McDonald is one of the purest individuals to ever put content on the fucking internet. Okay? He is one of the sweetest people I've ever met. And he is pure, and he is as real as it gets. And he's taken what life gave him and he blew it up into something that I am so envious of, that I if I could harness a 1/1000th of his success, if I could figure that out, I would be grateful. So, he inspires me. And if you check him out, if you check out Frankie McDonald, you can check out the interview that I did. It's at naysgarden.com. It's on my YouTube channel, Nays Garden, or you can go to Frankie's. It's called Dogs and Wolves. He does weather reports for people. It's really cool. You'll see. But anyway, my point is this. YouTube hides Frankie McDonald's videos from his audience. From people who are actively searching for Frankie McDonald, YouTube will divert them to hide. And you know what Frankie said? I've never monetized my videos. He said, I don't monetize. So they will divert you to the ones who are monetizing, because that's how YouTube makes their money. But people like Frankie suffer. You think people like Frankie suffer? Huh. Wait till I get my yell on, son. And I start ranting and pissing people off, and I've given all of the social media platforms plenty of legitimate reasons to get rid of me. Legitimate. But so many non-legitimate ones, and they capitalize on those. And it's one of the most frustrating things that I have when I realize that someone like David Pakman is about to hit 1 million followers on YouTube, and he lies to his audience, and all I'm doing is just trying to give you guys the most healthy, real content that I know how to do. And I know that I'm saving lives, and I know that I'm helping people, but I am so algorithmed, and I am so subverted by these social media platforms. I would be everywhere. I would be everywhere. And all I ask is one thing. YouTube, cover your ears, folks. It's showtime. YouTube, here's a message from me to you. Are you ready? It's going to be loud. This time it's really going to be loud. I'm warning you. I gave you 5 or 10 minutes of warning time. Now it's going to get really loud. YouTube needs to just let my subscribers know when I put content up on my channel, like the good old days. YouTube, I have 25,600 subscribers that you delete every day. I'd have over 100,000 subscribers easy if you weren't fucking deleting them every fucking day, as evidenced by Social Blade. You can go check for yourselves anytime you want. But I digress. YouTube, when I upload content, when I go live on my fucking channel, you fucking tell those motherfuckers that I'm live! You fucking piece of shit! Suck my dick, YouTube! You're a bunch of fucking cunts! You fucking pedophile motherfuckers! Suck my dick! When I go live, you tell them, all right? You don't give them a little bell icon. You don't give them more hoops to jump through. You don't make it next to fucking impossible for my audience to know that I'm fucking live. And that goes for Facebook. I got 5,000 followers on Facebook. Do you think when I go live, they get notified? No! You think when I put a fucking photograph on Instagram, it goes through a lot of my followers' feeds. I got 2, 3, 4,000 followers, something like that on Instagram. You think any of them get a fucking photograph when I put it up? Fuck no! Because Instagram sucks my dick! Just like Twitter, just like YouTube, just like fuckbook! Fuck all of them! Oh, higher with you, hi. I miss you too, man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to the show. I think I made my point. Maybe smoke some cannabis. No. You just woke up in the middle of the night? You are all how much you really love. Suck my dick, Facebook. I just clipped that. Oh, did you? Oh, I want to see clips of that. Fucking meme me. You know, I hate it because I feel like such a narcissist. But I swear to fuck, I'm gonna start fucking making memes of myself, man. I'm gonna start making goddamn shits of myself because you fuckers won't do it. As many times I've shown you, look what I made, look at this, look how easy it is, blah, blah. Nobody fucking does it. And I'm not even talking about the regulars that come in here, man. You know, I'm just talking about people. And just fucking, dude, I got so much fucking memeable shit. David Pakman, all his people, you know, they make him all kinds of gifts. And they send him funny shit. They put his head on Superman. They fucking have Ivanka Trump holding up David Pakman. They fucking... Dude, all kinds of shit, man. They love him, man. He's a liar. He lies to his audience. He's a fucking piece of shit liar. He's a phony fuck. And they love him for it. You know, he's fucking Donald Trump. I just realized it. That's what's going on. He's jealous. He wants to be Donald Trump. He's trying. Thank you, Enoch. I need, you know, maybe this is what I need to do. Maybe I need to do more Twitch focusing because I know there's a lot of gamers on that platform and I know that gamers are kind of crafty with the computers and shit. Maybe I'll find some ones that are doing graphic shit and throw some fucking memes. Man, people can make memes in fucking literally a minute. It takes a minute to make a meme if you've got the software. You get a photograph. Perfect. Boom. You type in what you want it to say. Fucking save that shit. Upload it. It's that fast. If you just have the idea, hey, maybe it's something I said. It's a quote. You just fucking put the words just like this. I said something. You know, you guys could make a meme right now. You could type what I just said. It'll scroll through. Screen cap it. Bam. You got it. You got the image. You know, and here I am in the meme already here. You say, hey, Nate, put up a 710. I'm like, really? Okay, yeah, I'll put up a 710 for you. Or you could say, yo, Nate, do some Ron Placoning. I'll be like, okay. You take a picture of that too. You know? Hey, Damian Black. My friends used to be in a band called Damian Black when I was in high school. After is what I use. What is great about you is it's not about the money. It's purpose, it's honor, and in the end, a memory of your legacy. It's great about me. Well, you know, Shelly, maybe if I didn't have money, maybe it would be about money. You know, maybe I would be asking you guys for money. But I got money, and I can't take credit for that making me a good person, the fact that I don't ask you for money. The only reason I don't ask you guys for money is because I got plenty of it. It's not that I don't ask you for money because I'm a good person. All right? If I was hungry, I'm sure I'd be asking you for money. You know, every live streamer I know that has a following, you know, they usually have a some kind of a PayPal or a what am I trying to say? Patreon. They're not bad people. They're great people. I've got a Patreon too. But you know, I understand that, you know, I think it was the first person I saw asking his fans for money was 420 custom 420 grow. And he had that thermometer behind him that he was filling in with red ink. I was like, oh, he's asking his audience for money. I was like, and he's getting it. It's crazy. Pay him for stars with money and send him stars during his life. So like another alpha one workers are going to get it, which is probably. Higher with you. Yeah, well, you know, people are suckers, bro. I never said you're a good person. Sally, you're right on. Um, um, Holds live streams like once or twice a week. He even said himself he made over 170. That's a lot of money, man. You guys, look at that. You guys could be making money like that live streaming. Psh, what are you waiting for? Get yourself a cell phone. Just say you're gonna do giveaways. I do giveaways. I don't advertise. I don't promote them. I just do it. I don't do it for views. I do it because I like to do it. Dude, if I sold out and I went against my morals, my basically my code, my Dexter code. You know, I could do a giveaway for triage oil or something. Probably shouldn't do triage oil. I could do like a. It's got to be something unrelated to cannabis, you know. Hey, no. Well, you watch my show more often, you'll see me press rosin. Psst, unreal. You're not watching my show enough, obviously. Psh. All right, you guys, have a great evening. I hope you had fun. Shout out to Denmark. Thank you for helping me tonight, brother. I'm gonna check out that Instagram thing you sent. Hopefully, I'll be able to. I would love to be able to be broadcasting to Instagram. I mean, while I'm broadcasting to everything else at the same time. You know, not from a phone. They're not worth they're not worth $40. But yeah, with when you add shipping, it's a little pricey. But I count on the other stuff to make up for it. I don't sell hoodies too often. All right, higher. Once again, I want to give a 20-second wave to Ronnie Placone. Thank you so much, Ron. You are awesome, and I appreciate all the shouts you give Triage Oil and Nays Garden. In return, I want to send as many people over to Ron as I possibly can. So please, 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 go to YouTube, find Get Your News On with Ron, subscribe, and sign up for notifications on that channel. Also, go to Twitter if you don't have it, download it, or go to twitter.com and seek out at Ron Placone. Okay? He's a friend of the show. He's a friend of mine, and I hope you guys will consider him a friend of yours, and you'll go watch him. All right? Thanks, Ronnie. All right, everybody. I'll see you around the garden at naysgarden.com. Take care. Bye-bye. You tagged me? How to go live on Instagram. It opens it up in the chat? What just happened? Two minutes. It's a perfect rage clip. In order to set up streaming to Instagram, you will need to add the channel custom RTMP for Yellow Duck. You restream. Please follow this guide. Huh. Dude, I'll be able to fucking stream to IG. Will I be able to stream to IG while streaming to all the others? I want to see what you're talking about on Twitter, son. Notifications 1. Enoch. It starts with an F.
And that goes for Facebook. I got 5,000 followers on Facebook. Do you think when I go live they get notified? No! You think when I put a fucking photograph on Instagram, it goes through a lot of my follower speeds? I got 2, 3, 4,000 followers, something like that, on Instagram. You think any of them get a fucking photograph when I put it up? Fuck no! Because Instagram sucks my dick! Just like Twitter, just like YouTube, just like fuckbook! Fuck all of them! Oh, higher with you, hi. I miss you too, man. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming to the show. I'm fucking live! And that goes for Facebook. I got
It
5,000
turned
followers
sideways.
on Facebook. Do you think
Why is it sideways, Enoch? It's sideways. That's not perfect. Why is it all fucking sideways, man? Oh my god, it's great. Yeah, you can definitely do that. IG's just a bit different compared to all their channels, so it may appear a bit confusing at first, but take it slow and you'll show. Wow. Okay. Okay. I'll have to set up Instagram. If I want to go to Instagram, I'll have to set it up every time I go live. You got to get the key and the information every time to go live on Instagram, and you got to do it 2 minutes before you go live on Instagram. It takes 2 minutes, I guess. It takes 2 minutes, I guess, to get it all going, but ugh, it's so much like work. Because it is. Would you play a tune on the guitar, James? Look up goals on Instagram. That's my son. 1 million followers. God, 2.8 million followers. Shelly, what were you saying? Your friend lives in Boston before? I don't think you ever answered me about that. Did you say your best friend's husband is a cameraman for the David Pakman show? Which is, I was like, why would they have a cameraman if he has a stationary camera all the time that never moves? Right? Isn't it just a mounted camera? Are we talking about the same person? Whatever happened with that? She lives in New Hampshire. So, why did you say that did you say that David Pakman knows who I am? Is that what you said? Looks like I have that little hat on my head again. Look at my hat. It is perfect. I have a perfect hat on my head. It's funny. She'd have to, right? If her husband worked for Dave Pakman. David Pakman's not gonna like me after he sees that video I just made of him. I wait till he says, "Hey, we're taking calls," and then call in, and they'll be like, "Hey, why are you calling in?" They screen the calls, yeah, yeah. I think they screen the calls, and I'll just say, I made a video that proves that David Pakman suffers from Trump derangement syndrome, and I want him to watch the video. I wonder if they'd let me talk to him if I said that. Shelly, you ain't got nothing else to say about that? Shelly. Shelly. Oh, okay. Enoch, thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. I mean, that's a real long walk that he's making there to try to prove himself innocent of not having it, to just say that it doesn't even exist. What a douchebag, man. It's like, we understand your motives here, bro. You're trying to prove to your audience and to the world that you don't suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. You have seen my accusations that I've sent you. Hey man, I wonder if I went on Twitter and I typed in my name and David Pakman's, if it would come up. Where is the Twitter at? Is it around here? Do not see the Twitter spheres. He has. All right, let me see. Did you ever tell me why that thing turned sideways, bro? Enoch, you never... Oh, I fucked it up a little. Unreal. I could fucking actually fix that. I could fix it. I could just grab it though, man. Now that I think about it. So if I search, is it would my old tweets would be at Nays Garden now, right? At Nays Garden at D Pakman. If I search those two hashtags, will my messages to him come up? D Pakman. Eat your 90% Jewish heart out. Man, I tweeted David Pakman a lot. I'm going through them all right now. That's it. It won't load anymore. It went back to August. It went back to July 7th, and it won't load anymore. I don't know why it won't load anymore. James, I'm not gonna sing, buddy. All right. My voice is shot. I'm not singing, not doing music. Well, I've tweeted David Pakman a long time ago, and I can't find it, so whatever. I don't know how to search it. And people know how to do that on Twitter. I don't know how you search shit like that. Maybe if I put the words in... Oh, what if I put in Trump derangement syndrome, or TDS, in the search? What if I just put in TDS? Let me just see. No results. Okay, what about this? Oh, what about hashtag TDS? No results. What about... Okay. Trump. Hashtag Trump derangement syndrome. Nope. Syndicate. Syndicate. Oh, it's Nay's Garden. Nope. I don't know. James, I'm sorry. I don't know what you're trying to say, buddy. You're too busy typing your stupid fucking smiley faces with tears coming out of it.